Okay, definitely opening on table 2. Pretty junky kings, but kings nonetheless. And he checks the flop here, and checking is okay, but it's really hard to get to showdown here with the best hand, especially if Valium decides he wants to bet. Valium is playing a little fishy so far, so I don't mind the check fold, but against some players you might just want to be bet folding there, just to go back over the passive lines kind of thing, and how it doesn't allow you to win the hand as much out of position. So I'm just missed a fold really fast. I guess that's his. It could be his read against him that he's just gonna play hands for value against him, and that's fine. Looks like he's gonna auto fold this hand here. That's fine. It's pretty junky. I imagine he'll do the same with this hand, the button here, and especially with Valium playing a little bit loose in the small blind here. And I haven't seen Monk ever take any notes so far. Some hands have been noteworthy, and I would have made them. Just rewind here on table. I think you can open here. I think you can get away with opening here on table 4, ace jack 10, 3 with the suit in the small blind. EV back, you might be playing it back on him a little bit, but that suit and some playability is fine for opening the small blind, trying to steal. Yeah, definitely double suited hands doing here on the button on table 4. And I think, yeah, you can definitely open that on table 1. He goes ahead and flats here on table 3. There's a limp under the gun. Donut's playing is kind of on the weaker side. Small ISO by the button. I think he's a looser reg in the small blind. Calls and Monk over flats. It's pretty marginal. I'd probably be okay with folding. I mean, this is going to go 4-way, and you get to see flop a lot for a cheap price. But post flop, it's really hard to make too many nutty hands that aren't straights, and yeah, out of position. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough to outplay the hand. I think better off folding at pretty much most stack depths. Definitely okay with the flat on table too. Very standard. We have blockers to some weird straights on the flop here, but 4-way definitely just giving up is fine on table 1. Flop nothing on table 2. I imagine he'll just be giving up even if it's checked to him. So you can't like fire all 3 barrels in that as a bluff really profitably, even with some blockers. Table 2 has checked him again, and a lot of players will bet out here with a 10. All the villains in the hand are somewhat taggish, it seems like. 32-16, 20-10, and a 23-13. I think they'll bet most of their 10s here. And it's not like, I mean, we could be exploited by a check raise. Maybe that's what Monkover's thinking if he doesn't bet here. But you can get a lot of aces to fold here. And I think it could be profitable to fire off like $7. I mean, we don't have to represent those to get him to fold. I mean, we could have like king, queen, queen, 10 here, and legitimately represent a 10. Obviously not do it all the time, especially if players are paying attention, but if they're not, then you can get them to fold here. Just check back. And imagine if it's checked him on the river, just be checking back, try to shut it down. Unless someone probably has an ace. And definitely get rid of the hand on table 1. I'm not sure if Young Buck would have folded that was a pretty strong ace with the flush draw, but he might have. I mean, if we're representing a 10 pretty credibly with like a $7 bet or $7.50, $8 bet, it would be really hard to follow up on the river because they could be trapping you. But I think it's okay, even 4-way to try to reset a 10 there, try to get people to fold an ace with some outs in the river too, queen outs and jack outs. I think too a lot. ISO here is fine. Table 3. Just with the consideration of who's in the blinds, this guy's playing pretty loose from the small blind here. Almost tempted to say he is a recreational player, even though there's only over 13 hands. Just playing a lot of hands so far. But the hand plays fine in position. Multi-way post flop.